there's a mindset called promotion versus prevention. And it's not the same as approach and avoidance, even though it sounds kind of like it.
Yeah.
Like you had mentioned, avoidance is very kind of fear-based, and certainly the approach is more excitement-based. And so we're really not dealing with that per se. We're dealing with a more cognitive way of framing their goals. Like what do they understand is success and what is failure? And so that's what we're talking about now. So it's a little broader based. And so it doesn't have to be anxiety related here. Promotion. And just one major characteristic, a promotion based player or having this mindset is somebody who is going after a gain. The status quo is where they're at right now, their current state. They want to advance it. That's what they're wanting to do. They're trying to advance where they're at from 0 to a +1, which is just better. So they're trying to make their situation an improvement from where they're at currently. So that's a different mindset than the prevention oriented person who success to them is staying the same. See, for the promotion oriented person, failure is staying the same.
Yeah.
Prevention, success is staying the same. So if you have a 3-foot putt, and let's say it's a good player, so there's birdies that they get plenty of birdies over time, and so they miss this 3-foot putt. Well, it depends on if it's for a birdie or a par. That might make a difference in how they react to it. So let's say the promotion oriented person has a 3-foot for birdie and they miss it. They're going to be upset at that, most likely. Somehow, unless they train themselves otherwise, right? But that's going to be a kind of a natural way that they're going to respond to it, because missing a birdie, they lost the opportunity for a success, which is getting better, gaining a stroke. Whereas the prevention oriented person, everything else being equal, obviously, everything else, because there's other factors involved. The prevention oriented person defines success as staying the same. So if they miss a 3-foot birdie putt, again, you would predict it wouldn't be quite as upsetting.
Yeah.
Because they still got a par, which if they are referencing their game as status quo par, not that big a deal. I still got a par. I can move on. But if it's for a par, then it can change.
Then
so
it flips.
depending on what it's for,
Then
right?
it flips.
Yeah, it can flip. Absolutely. So this promotion prevention mindset, we can talk a little bit more as we go at times tonight. But that's an interesting one that we might look at to see where people's reactions might be in a situation like that.
I think that's brilliant, because when I was doing a lot of consulting for college teams, there were certain players, is exactly what you said. So you would look at their make percentages for birdie at different feet. And there were definitely athletes that loved making birdie. And you look at them from the same distances for par putts, not the same creature. Where the majority of college players are the exact opposite. I missed a 3-footer, but it's par. Par's good. I'm happy.
Right.
I leave.
Mhm.
Coach won't know any different. It's a par. So, but there's disproportionately, that was the mindset, or definitely performance markers that you saw. But there's like a 10% crowd out there that we would run across that you could tell they were birdie hunters. Like, they love birdie. So I think I didn't even know that mindset really existed.
Yeah.
Now it makes
That's an
perfect
interesting one.
sense.
All right.
Where were you, Mike? I would have been so much smarter back then. All right. So, and then I would also say kind of, the avoidance player, because a lot of golfers, especially higher handicappers, kind of play the avoidance game. So you miss one 3-footer, what do you immediately start thinking? Uh-oh, I need to change this. I need to do this different. I'm over the next 3-footer. What do I remember?